with the sun in my face. I'm here with the right in front of Serafina's restaurant, located on North Main Street. They're very kind enough to host a party here for the filmmakers, Golden Starfish people. And we're here and we're going to interview a couple of the notables and get underway, so stay tuned. And we're here at the 21st Annual Hamptons International Film Festival, and we're at the last day, the last moments, and we're waiting for the Golden Starfish recipients, all the award winners, but everybody's an award winner if you're involved in films. And I have the pleasure of having my boss here from the Suffolk County Film Commission, Michelle Isabel Stark. Michelle, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Not too good. I got a pain in my back, but we're not talking about the medical issues today.
It's good to see you.
And this person to your right is Isabel.
Yes, hello.
Now, Isabel is a ballerina hyphen scientist, biologist. I mean, she's amazing. She's an amazing young woman, and we'll get to her in a second. But we're here to honor the film people, the people of the backbone of the whole industry here is here in Suffolk County, and Michelle is responsible for that. But we're here in the wonderful East Hampton, bright day.
Beautiful day.
Perfect day to make films.
It's a perfect day to make films, and we're actually here to give one of our Next Exposure Awards to one of the films from Views from Long Island.
Now, we've gotten a lot of buzz on the Views from Long Island, and it's a great place to make movies. And a little bit about the first exposure award, like what goes into it?
Well, the Next Exposure Award is, we have, this year we have $9,000 that we are dividing between two films, and we accept applications from independent filmmakers who do at least 50% of their principal photography in Suffolk County. And it's a competitive process, and once we get all the applications in, our wonderful film commission, which includes, of course, Greg Schmeezy, they evaluate the films and they make recommendations for funding. And so this year, one of the Views from Long Island films is getting an award for the first time, actually.
Excellent. And we're so proud of the filmmakers, all of them. And also yesterday I had the pleasure of seeing the student films, the shorts, and there were 4 from Columbia and 1 from NYU. And each and every one of them was unbelievable. You cannot believe the horsepower that the students have. And here on Long Island, it's the best place to make a motion picture, and specifically in Suffolk County, but why?
Well, because we have such a diversity of scenery, of geography. We have everything from rocky coast, which looks like New England, to our beautiful beaches on the South Shore, which could be California. We have a working ranch from, that has horses, and it looks very rural. We have a working farm.
Oheka Castle?
We have Oheka Castle, we have Gold Coast Mansions, the Vanderbilt Mansion. We have
the old nuclear facility.
We have the Shoreham Nuclear Power Plant, the only decommissioned nuclear power plant in the world that was never powered. So you can actually film inside of it.
And you can power it up if you'd like.
Sure, for $6 billion. We have, of course, Gabreski Airport. We have Brookhaven National Lab, which
Camp Hero.
Camp Hero, where the Montauk Project, apparently there were psychological experiments that went on. I believe that many of those people that were experimented on have ended up in government agencies across the country.
And in television, so watch out, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Watch out.
Live long and prosper. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, right?
No, but we're very eccentric, innovative community. We're the largest, is in terms of revenue. Suffolk County is the largest agricultural producer in New York State. That's thanks to our wines, our beers, our flowers, our horticultural products, so we're very proud of that also.
Okay, so I'm a young filmmaker, an established studio at home, and I'm watching this. How do I engage in having the machinery put in place so I'm not like roadblocked by, oh my God, I need a permit to shoot here on the street?
Right. I make it really easy for you. We have, I have liaisons in all of the communities throughout Suffolk County, and we make it very easy for you. And you mentioned Columbia and NYU. Student filmmakers shoot free on Suffolk County, all Suffolk County property. And I've worked with many of the Columbia and NYU students. We've had SVA. And as a matter of fact, one of our students that I worked with, Cody Snyder, had a film here, Fool's Day, which was shown at Tribeca. And it was also shown here, and he's fantastic.
Well, my oldest son actually in 2007, he was at Tisch. Now he works for Sony. He brought 18 people out here. They had 2 sheep, and they weren't NYU students, incidentally. They went to some other school. But they filmed here, and the film commission, the county, laid down all the problems, all the issues, and he shot without an issue. And from a parent's point of view, it was fantastic.
Right. We believe in, it's part of our public duty is to provide these spaces for students, and we take that seriously. Also, independent filmmakers, we welcome them. The communities here welcome them. You know, people really love to have that activity in their communities, and it's always a positive experience.
And it also brings revenue. Because if you can imagine, if a whole film crew or photographic crew comes in, they got to get sandwiches, have dry cleaning, they have to buy lumber, bagels,
lots of bagels,
coffee. They put absolutely no environmental impact. Everything that, when we have movies here, all of the materials, for the most part, get donated for Habitat for the Humanities. So no lumber is being put into the landfill or anything like that. So, and it's something really wonderful. Also, from a young student's point of view, it's an industry that they can get into, and why not work at home? Why not work in the county that you grew up in, and which is a wonderful thing.
Yes.
Before I leave you, I have to talk to Isabel, because Isabel represents the future. Isabel, welcome. And tell the people at home a little bit about yourself.
I'm a sophomore at Cornell University. I'm studying biology. Right now, I'm also a dancer, I guess that's what you wanted me to say. Yeah, so I've done ballet for about 15 years. I studied at Saskaya Ballet in St. James.
Me too. No.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Well, you study with the Bolshoi and ABT also.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And the future is, where do you see your future with this?
I'm not really sure what I want to do, to be honest. Something with science, research maybe, I don't know.
And what's your sister up to? What is she doing?
My sister is a senior in high school. She's really interested in photography and, I guess, film art stuff, so.
Well, it's a pleasure. I'm here with Michael Walker, The Maids Room, a must-see movie. And we're very proud of that film. And here he is.
Hi, how are you?
What made you make that?
Well, The Maids Room, it was, it started, I wrote it a long time ago, and so it's hard for me to remember exactly when the idea came to me, but it was mostly about a maid who gets a job in the Hamptons, and the son is involved in a hit-and-run accident, and the family tries to cover it up. So I think it started off as just that situation of the maid being in the house with the family, and the sort of class differences there. And when I thought of the hit and run, the accidental sort of crime and how they cover it up, that's when I figured out how to make it into a feature and figured out the rest of it too.
I love the film on a variety of levels. First of all, how it was shot. The acting is superb. The actress that played the maid, her name is?
Her name's Paula Garces. She's an amazing actress. She's on a lot of things. She was on The Shield for a few seasons, and I think right now she's 8 months pregnant, but she's on All My Children, I think, on the web, and she was in Devious Maids. I think she's one of the maids in that.
How did you shoot it? What format?
We shot it digitally. I think everything now is pretty much digital. We shot it on a red camera. It's widescreen, which is, which you couldn't have done a couple of years ago, but now the technology is that you get enough detail that you can crop off the top and the bottom and still have a really nice picture.
It's brilliant, and the thing I like about it, it's filmed out here, on the east, totally on the East End.
Yeah, it was filmed out. Well, it was filmed in Belport, so not quite the East End.
Close enough.
Close enough. No, and it looks like it's set in the Hamptons, though, and it's.
Well, I'm proud that it's in the county, and just my last thing is what your experience in shooting in Suffolk County. Just just without, just
I love
thoughts about that.
I love shooting out here. First of all, I live in Bellport, so we shot a mile from my house. So my kids came to the set. My older daughter, Clara, would, she'd run to the set sometimes, and it was about a mile from my house. So it was a good run for her, and it was great. And the people are friendly. I mean, my friends helped me out on the film, and it was just it's great shooting out here. I think it's funny because I think where we were shooting anyway is just a lot of people shoot in Bellport, but it's a little far from the city, so we used it as we stayed out here, which is a bit of an expense to do, but it's worth it because the location, it's so beautiful. Brookhaven, I think when you see the film, you see these beautiful locations. And you don't see them I haven't seen them in any other film, really. So.
Well, it's brilliantly done. The Maids Room. Go out and see it. The distributor is?
There's no distributor yet, but.
Oh my God, that's another thing we got to look for.
Right.
Guys at home, this is a great movie. Great team making them. And your next project?
I'm trying to get another film called The Revolution of Jenny Speck together. It's very early stages right now. So.
Where will you shoot that?
That's in the city. That's a city movie. So.
Okay, very good. Well, I wish you a lot of luck. Thanks again for being with us, Mike.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. I'm here with Joan Stein-Shimke. She's part of the industry, filmmaker, and she has an exciting project that she's going to tell us about, and it's going to take place out here, right?
Yes. We wrote a script called The Buried Life, myself and my co-writer, Avery Stork, and it's a narrative fiction piece about an archaeologist who has discovered a very interesting dig about how can I say this, about some Portuguese sailors who were smuggling stuff and ended up burying it here in Sag Harbor.
Well, that's not, we had Captain Blackbeard buried stuff on Gardiner's Island. In fact, a part of it is in town, a couple of pieces of gold, but it was, all of the treasure that he had was buried out there.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you see, we did a lot of research on this area. We got very inspired by what happened in Shelter Island and how they were, starting the slave trade after the whaling industry was failing. So a lot of the ships that were used for whaling was then turned into slave ships, and how these sailors started going to, the Caribbean and
to get rum and
sugar. It was all about sugar, but so it's
that's why the rum consumption in this town is very high.
I noticed that at all the parties. There's a lot of rum going on here, but we're also just fascinated with Sag Harbor and being like a major port, in the 1800s, and how it affected the society here. And
how did you come about the story?
We were very interested in archaeology, and our main character is an archaeologist, and it's a metaphor also about the buried life. I mean, that's the title of our film, and how you have to look very deep. You can't just look at the surface of things. You have to really go dig deep to find out.
And how far along are you?
Well, we were at the Hamptons Screenplay Lab back in April, and we were also chosen as one of the Sloan Foundation screenplays.
Brilliant.
And we had a reading here yesterday, actually, one of the Sloan screenplay readings. So
yes. That Sloan Foundation
oh my God.
has an amazing track record, amazing. And that's amazing. That's an honor unto itself. Yeah. Well, again, I'm very pleased that you're here. Congratulations with the project,
and we look forward to it.
And again, the title of the project is?
The Buried Life.
Very good. And going through the process, since I'm one of the film commissioners as well, to film here in Suffolk County, is it an ordeal or is it kind of streamlined? Would you encourage it or recommend it?
I encourage it. I found people to be really supportive, and as soon as we say we want to film out here in Long Island, they're like, well, let me introduce you to so-and-so and so-and-so, because I really feel like it's going to happen as a result of all the support that we're getting.
So it's film friendly, you would say, right?
It's very film friendly. I also teach in Long Island at Adelphi University, and so I'm very, intertwined with the whole Long Island
Fantastic.
community.
Really appreciate it. Thanks again for being with us. Thank you. Good luck with the project. Thank you. Now tell me about this show. I never heard of it. Law and Order.
Law and Order. I don't know. No, but it's about space aliens.
Okay.
No, it's Mariska Hargitay, and anyway, I'm Raul Esparza, and it's been on the air for 15 years. It's our 15th season.
15 years.
Yeah,
okay.
can you believe it?
All right. Some of you might have seen it. It's SBU. Very good.
Yeah.
What is it? Detectives? That's not the show with Kojak, is it?
No, that's not the show with Kojak.
Okay.
It's Barney Miller.
Oh, Barney Miller. Okay. So you're here today. You not only do that wonderful work, and I'm joking about this, of course.
Of course.
But you're a judge.
Yes, I got to be on the panel for the GSA Awards for the narratives and the shorts, and came out to the festival to watch movies. We've been totally immersed. Alex Karpovsky was part of it as well, and Karen Durbin, who writes for Elle magazine. And Alex couldn't be here today, but he was a really articulate and cool juror. It was a fun experience.
And it's a lot of work being a juror. People think, oh, it's, you go there and they wine and dine you, but it's
they do wine and dine you, but you know what starts to happen? The whole world, because you see so many movies, the whole world starts to seem like a film. Mm-hmm. You start leaving the theater and going, I love the lights landing across the field. Oh, look at the Hamptons. We should do a shot of this.
And a little bit about your background. Did you go to film school?
I didn't actually. Most of my career has been in the theater. I studied at Tisch and have worked predominantly on Broadway for the last 13 years. But Warren Light, who's the showrunner for Law and Order, and I did a musical together last season called Leap of Faith that Alan Menken wrote, and that led to the collaboration on the series. And I'm also on a series called Hannibal. It's Brian Fuller.
Oh, I love that.
We shoot that in Toronto, so it's
great.
a lot of television work, which is new for me since most of my stuff has been on stage. And
yeah, my brother and I, when you mentioned Toronto, we have been in business 37 years. We own the station, but for 37 years we're film distributors, and we did a lot of Canadian-American content.
Sure.
When the tax shelter base was 85%.
Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of our movies had Buffy St. Marie in it in order to qualify. But.
We enjoy filming up there. Toronto's a great city. It's a sort of it has the feel of an American town, but also has that kind of foreign energy. And the crews are great.
You would film out here in Suffolk County, wouldn't you?
So happily. If I could find a reason to do anything out here, this is a magical, peaceful place to be. And I did say that about the light jokingly, but the truth is it is exquisite. It's like living in a painting when you're out here for a few days.
Well, you hit upon it, because that's why from Wilhelm de Kooning to Pollock to Krasner and countless others that contemporaries today, the reason is because of the triangulation of the bay and the ocean. The light you see is pure light,
yes.
Pure white. And so when you film out here, you get vivid resolution. It's brilliant.
It's really exquisite.
All the time.
And there are so many film and television actors who are out here too, who live out here. And I thought Mariska was supposed to actually come to the festival this weekend. She's good friends with Alec, and Alec is another tremendous guy. And it's a pretty magical experience to be here and go among the towns to see the films.
Absolutely.
And the sense of all these different sort of villages celebrating film in this beach community is absolutely unique.
Well, I'm really proud that you're with us. You're pressed for time. I know the clamoring mob wants to get a hold of you. And the show again is...
it's called Law and Order SVU.
Okay.
I don't know if you've never heard of it.
Show out.
Yeah,
a little bit.
we need some viewers.
It's only been on the air for 15 years. It's been at the top of the ratings.
Yeah, we're kicking ass actually in the ratings.
Very good. Good
very happy.
You.
Good to see you
man.
too.
And I have the pleasure of having with me another film commissioner, Susan Gotti, but she also has this great company called Cube Productions, which does a lot of wonderful work, not only here on Long Island, but all over the place. Susan, welcome to the Film Festival.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. I love the festival. I attend every year, and just got my tickets to a block of short films and then the Audience Choice Award at 5 o'clock, so I'm looking forward to seeing
excellent, excellent. And I know as you were coming here right in front of the Step and Repeat, people were screaming they wanted your autograph.
You're a comedian.
It's unbelievable.
You have to love the Shimizi brothers. They're comic relief.
I know. When we're not making cough drops, that's why I grew the beard. My brother and I are growing beards, so we have our own cough drop line. In the event the television thing fails, we have something to go with, you know what I mean?
It's a good
Tell the folks at home, all those shut-ins, exactly what you've been up to.
Oh, well, we're an independent production company out of Babylon Village, and we produce commercials, TV commercials, corporate communications, and a little bit of original content. So we're busy, you know, we love what we do, and I feel blessed to be part of the Film Commission and know people like you and Michelle and all the other commissioners.
And it's fun being on the commission, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's great work.
And we're talking about the young filmmakers and encouraging them. Isn't that the best part of the whole deal?
Absolutely. First Exposure and Next Exposure are the two festivals that the Suffolk County Film Commission sponsors and has, in fact, founded, I believe. And they celebrate new filmmakers, and it's wonderful.
It's terrific. It's great having you. And
you.
although Susan tells people when I go out and do those career pitches for the Film Commission, I start off every lecture by saying, go to dental school, don't go to film school. I never did. I never said that.
No, I never heard him say that. I could attest to the fact.
Okay, good. All right, but I do have a filling that has to be put in, but that's a whole other issue.
No.
I have a great time here, and it's a pleasure always to see you. I'm here with Goodmundsson, and the film is Whale Valley. It's easy for me to say, but it's Whale Valley. And look at all the stuff he got. He got the award, a big bottle of Piper Heidsieck that he's going to donate to the television station. It's terrific.
Of
so
course.
Nice of you.
Yeah.
Welcome and congratulations.
Yes.
Seriously, it's a great movie, and really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm really happy to be here. It's been
Very
a great
good.
festival.
And you know, the word international is in this. What country are you from?
I'm from Iceland.
Iceland?
Yeah.
Oh, one of the guys that works with this gear is from Iceland.
Oh yeah, it's a small world.
And I guess filmmaking is part of the nature in Iceland, no?
Yeah, the filmmaking is quite big compared to how small the country is. We get a lot of American films over as well to shoot there, and yeah, it's a growing industry in Iceland.
Could you say you fired gear in Icelandic? No, I'm only kidding. No, you're safe. You're safe. I'm only kidding. It's a joke. He's got a bottle of champagne. So tell me about the project, a little bit about the movie, and why you made it.
Yeah, the film follows two brothers living in a small farm in Iceland. The older brother tries to commit suicide, and the younger one walks in on him. And then after that, he makes him promise not to tell anyone. And then we follow the younger brother and how he deals with that secret and how their relationship involves.
Stop right there. That's perfect. And you've been winning awards all over the place.
Yeah.
And what made you get into film?
It's that I was interested in all art to begin with, photography, writing, fine arts, and then I kind of find out that the film is what combines all this to one. Yeah.
You told me off camera you did it to pick up girls. Is that true?
Yeah, that was how it started, and then I found out that I.
All right, was I supposed to say that? No, not out loud. I know that. I get in trouble all the time. Well, it's a pleasure having you here. Again, I'm going to have you pronounce your name, and the film is called Whale Valley. But pronounce your name once again for all the Icelandic fans at home.
Guðmundur Arnar Guðmundsson.
And there he is. Look for that name. This fellow here is on his way to make many more films. And congratulations, and thanks for being part of the Hamptons Film Festival.
Yeah, thank you.
Go and enjoy yourself.
Thank you.